Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annie and I'm going to make a breakfast item, as you can see from the ingredients on the cookie sheet here. We just call it Sunday brunch because I didn't really have a name for it. And I got the recipe from a friend of ours from school. Back in the day, we were at somebody's bridal shower and she brought it and I tasted it and I loved it. And I got the recipe from her and I've been making it for our family forever. Like 20 years probably at least. At least. And so everybody in our family likes it. It's very basic and it's easy to make, and you can make the changes to whatever you want. You can use no meat or any other kind of meat. If you don't like pork sausage, you can use bacon or whatever kind of meat you like, ham, whatever. Cheese, I have cheddar, but you can use any kind of cheese that you like. This is non-negotiable non-stick foil. You must use that because this will stick to your pan and it is not fun to clean up. No matter how non-stick your pan is, this will stick to your pan. So use non-stick foil. It's just easier, or you'll be trying to peel the regular foil off your food and that's not fun. So, and then crescent rolls. So two containers of crescent rolls. I usually get the store brand, but these are on sale when I bought this still. We actually have Pillsbury this time. Yeah. So, okay. So that's all you need is about 6 sausages, depending on how many you like. You get six to maybe 6 to 8 sausages. I used to buy the sausage meat and cook it, crumble it. That's the healthier way, I'm sure. But it's sausage, so how much healthier is it going to be? Oh gosh, but I love sausage. Love sausage, and I just don't buy it to cook it anymore. I just buy the frozen patties and chop them up and be done. Like I said, this is quick. You can assemble it in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's in the oven for like 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, and that's it, and you're done. So we don't want to make this any harder than we have to. So I'm going to show you what I do to make this. And all it is put the foil down. So you have foil, crescent roll, sausage, cheese, and eggs. That's your layers right there, okay? So in the bottom, foil, that goes first. This goes second, third, fourth, fifth. Oh, and a little bit of milk. Let me grab that. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is get your Reynolds wrap non-stick foil and cover the pan. You want the dull side on the top as it comes straight out of the box, just like that. And the shiny side faces the bottom, touches the bottom, okay? There you go. You want to cover as much of the pan as you can. Next, you want to open your crescent rolls and put that on the cookie sheet. Oh, you want to preheat your oven to 350. I forgot to say that earlier. So let me grab a spoon. The arrow is there. All right, so it comes in two parts and it's put together. So just pull that apart. So all you really have to do is unravel this carefully so it doesn't rip apart. You just unroll it and lay it on a cookie sheet. Not like that. Like this. All right, try to get it to the edge as much as you can, but stay on the foil. You want to keep your seams together so that the egg doesn't slip down a bit up underneath it when it's cooking. And try to stretch it out a little bit to get to the edge. It won't have to be. It doesn't have to be, as long as it doesn't go. You don't want to leave any space for the egg to get up underneath, because that's the sticky part. All right, do the other part. So last time I tried to make this video, I left the crescent roll dough on the counter too long and it got too soft. So it's very, very hard to get it on this cookie sheet the right way. It was so raggedy. I was like, I can't post that video. I need to make it again. Because I made it and ate it. We're not throwing away this high cost of food here. But it was not going to be good enough for the video. Close up your seams. And stretch it out as close to the edge as you can get it without making it too thin. Okay. And the second can of crescent rolls, do the same thing. There we go. Pull it apart. It doesn't look like an even cut there, but oh well. Sometimes you don't use the whole thing, but I might use a little bit to get that piece right there. Yep, see, it's just a little bit short, a little piece. And I probably should have used a knife to cut. And you can mash it down, stretch it out, make it fit however you need to make it fit. It's like playing with Play-Doh, you know? Little pieces here. Just want that foil to be covered. There. A little piece down here. Okay, that's good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you want some crescent dough underneath it. Alright, so after the crescent dough is on there, you want your sausage. You put like 6 on mine. If I use a bigger cookie sheet, it might be 8, but you gotta use this cookie sheet like a 9x13 normal saucepan. Hold on, gotta go get a knife and a plate, okay? Slide that over. And cut your sausages in quarters. It's hard to do this behind the camera, or standing behind the camera without knocking over my phone. Because I forgot to break my tripod out of the van. And you just place it on your cookie sheet. You can make it smaller if you want, if you think you'll be cutting them into smaller pieces. But I usually do 4 across. I have way too many cameras be doing this. Using the phone. This goes quicker when I'm not trying to record. You can, if you don't have any more space, you can break them up and fill them in somewhere, or put them back in the freezer, I guess you could too. Okay, so that's that. Crescent roll. So you get the foil, the crescent roll, the sausage. Next is the cheese. It should be 2 cups of cheese. That's what this package is, 2 cups. I'm not going to use it all, but it's fancy cut and it's pretty fine, so I might. You put however much you like, whatever flavor you like. I always use cheddar. It calls for 2 cups, but again, it depends on how big your pan is and how much you want. Just make sure you get the edges, so you don't have the ones on the edges not have any cheese. Oops, see, look at that, get on the pan. Edges. You know what I'm thinking if anybody watches Nara. But I'm not going to say it because that's her phrase. I think that's enough. As I put more in my hand. These edges don't have any. Okay. Alright. So I didn't even use it all. Like I said, this is a 2-cup bag. I probably used, let's see, 2/3 of a bag. So that much is left. Save that for another day. And the last thing is the eggs. 6 eggs. Sometimes I use 5, sometimes I use 6. It depends on the size of the pan. I have a couple pans that are a little bit smaller than this pan. I usually use 5. But today I'm using this pan, so I'm going to use 6. There. Put a little bit of milk, like maybe 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup, not much. And beat it. After you beat the eggs with a little bit of milk, you just pour that onto your mixture. Move that back over here so you can see. Turn it that way. Try to do it as evenly and as quickly as possible. Oh, okay, so I just usually start in the middle. No, that wasn't even at all. Yeah, I didn't do a very good job of that, but it'll all work out. It spreads in the oven, and it'll be even. Do kind of a shake a little bit. I see a little bit of the egg got off. I have to clean that. But that's it, we're good. We're ready for the oven. Alright, going in the oven. So you want to put that on your middle rack. All right, going in the oven. So you want that on your middle rack, and in the center of the rack, the same amount of distance between the front and the back and both sides, so you don't want it to burn on one side or the other, or the front or the back. And then you leave it in there for 25, check it at 25 minutes, it's usually 25 to 30 minutes. But check it at 25 to make sure it's not burnt. So everybody's oven is different, cooks at a different rate, all that jazz. So I would say check it at 25 minutes. It might be done already, and if not, do another 5 minutes and it should be fine. While we wait. Okay, here we go. Out of the oven at 25 minutes. And it's a little more brown than it usually is. It might be because I used this pan instead of the one I normally use. And I forget that darker pans cook faster. I should have probably checked it at 20 minutes. But lessons learned. Just check the bottom. It should be fine because the edges are already. So it's not burnt, but it's brown, which is good. And you know for sure your eggs cooked. It's not really wet. And that's what it looks like in the end. And you let it cool down. I just took it out of the oven, so I'll let it cool for like 15 minutes and then I'll cut it into some squares and put them on a plate. And when it really cools all the way down, I can put them in the refrigerator for a few days for breakfast. Yeah, I have like 2 or 3 for breakfast in the morning. You know, sometimes a snack. But I usually have this for like if I'm making it, what's today, Wednesday? I'll probably have it until like Saturday. So, or if you could put it in the freezer, you know. I've never tried that, but I'm sure you can put it in the freezer. Make it last a little longer even. All right, so that's it. It's our little Sunday brunch thing. I usually make it, like I said, the day before I go camping and have it with me to eat, but I didn't even get a chance to do that before I left to go to South Carolina because I worked the night before, and I just didn't have time to do anything once I got off work and got everything loaded up in the car. It was like, go to bed, get ready for tomorrow. So that is it. If you like, what is it? Sausage, egg, and cheese from like Burger King or Dunkin' or wherever they have bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese. That's basically what this is. It's just cut into squares. And but like I said, you can also put whatever you want, veggies. You know, it's basically however you like your eggs. You make it like that, and you add veggies or meat or different kinds of meats or different kinds of cheese. But this is just the basic recipe, so you can do with it what you want. All right, have a good one. Hope you tried. If you do, let me know in the comments, please. Thanks. Bye. No sooner than I turned off this camera, I thought I'm just going to cut a few pieces right now because I forgot to even like try it out on camera. So just use a pizza cutter and cut it in squares, however big or small you like them. Oops. Very crooked. See. Oop. There you go. 1 second. See how easy that comes off the foil? So much better than if you make it with regular foil. Yeah, that's what I do. I just cut up the whole row and usually pull it apart. But since I'm holding this phone, it's kind of hard to do. Ah! So there, that might be dinner. Consider it's 8 o'clock now. Good. Inside, everything is cooked. Everything is done. Very good. Very hot. Because I forgot to let it cool down. Alright, bye y'all. And for storing for later, tomorrow, the rest of the week, whenever, just put a piece of wax paper down in the bowl. And just put them in there. And put wax paper in between them. In between each layer. So that they don't get stuck too. That's it. You want it in an airtight container, which is what my lock and lock is. Airtight, watertight. Never mind, nobody else is here. No one else is eating this but me. Okay, there you go. There you go. Ready for the fridge or the freezer.